it came about, that was another track that No I.D let me hear. And I'm like, okay, like I really like the saxophone. And I'm like, this just sounds like I'm, I don't know, it just pulled on like some type of like emotion on my heartstrings or whatever. And so I knew that I wanted I knew that I wanted to use it for the album, but I just didn't know what I wanted to write about. So I went in and just freestyled and just said however I felt or sang however I felt. And it was, that was the very last song that I recorded. And I remember it was like right towards the end and we were like trying to wrap everything up. So there was a little bit of pressure on like hurrying up. And I'm like, okay, I went in that night and I was just like, whatever happens, I'm going to record something to this track tonight. Whatever, you know, and my throat hurt, like I was sick and all this stuff. But I just did a take and I was like, yep, we're going to keep that take. And whatever, you know, it was, we didn't even really mix it that all up, you know what I mean? I liked that it sounded so real and raw and it wasn't, you know, I'm not saying a lot, but what I am saying is like enough. And so when I finished it, I sent it to No I.D and it became like one of his favorites. And he's like, what do you think about a feature on this song? And I had just done Black Magic with Common, which is like one of my most proud verses, even though it's only what 8. It's only like 8 bars, but it's like for me, I really wanted to like say something that was just like people wouldn't expect for me to say and just make Common proud because he's such a lyricist. So I really had like this thing that I really wanted it to be really good. And it came out great. The song, everything, his verses were crazy. So bringing it back to Pretty Bird. When he said, what do I think of a feature? I was like, yes, Common. And then he was like, done, like easy. And Common is he's a sweetheart. Like he is such a humble person and he was down to do it. And I love what he put at the end.